The impact of the pandemic in the Welsh Valleys is etched into the hillside. The Yellow Heart on Book Mountain was built by the bereaved.
Yeah, it was just somewhere for people to go, I think, for them to grieve and to remember, because nobody had anywhere to go.
Bev's mum, Sheila, was rushed to hospital with COVID-19 from the family's home just after Christmas Day in 2020. She
was really deteriorating, so we had to phone the ambulance again, and she made me promise then that I would make sure she come out. She said, I'm only taking 2 changes of clothes, now 90s, because she said, I'm not staying in long. And that was the last I seen of her.
She and others will gather here on Sunday to remember.
It's a day of reflection. It's reflecting back what we all went through, and hopefully we never have to go through that again.
The towns and villages of the Welsh Valleys were among the hardest hit by the pandemic.
All this was turned into a testing centre and then a vaccination.
The whole area?
Yes, yeah.
7 miles away is the Cynon Valley Indoor Bowl Centre. As the disease spread, play stopped. The green was transformed into a testing site, then a vaccination centre.
It was quite sad, really. I mean, it was quite upsetting because, one, we were all a bit anxious about what was happening to the world. And then, 2, it was like, are we ever going to get through this? And what's going to happen to the centre?
The impact was huge. Pre-pandemic, there were 180 members. Now there's 60. And they only started playing again 3 months ago.
Sadly, 1 or 2 did lose through COVID. Some lost partners through COVID. And some, obviously, their health declined, not only mentally, but physically.
5 years on from COVID, for many of us, it feels like a different world. The impact, the inability to see loved ones, the cruelty of some of those rules. Communities in the valleys are often described as tight-knit. But at a time when many of these places had some of the highest infection rates in the whole of the UK, it is a term that can't be understated. At Hope Church in Merthyr, friendship groups and a food pantry born out of COVID continue to be run.
I think for us to be able to look back over that whole 5-year period and to see that there were some things that began in a situation that was so horrendous and so negative, and actually out of those things we've seen real community.
On the high street, life goes on. Just off it, a reminder, the names of those lost to COVID-19 to ensure they're not forgotten. Dan Whitehead, Sky News, in the Welsh Valleys.